Ugh. Ugh. You gotta get ready, you know? But yes, we are live, we are here. How are you, ULFBERHT, once again?
Hello, hello.
I'm tired as fuck, to be honest.
I got my rain boots and my raincoat. I'm ready.
Yes, it's
For this
coming
map.
the call here. Not only here in Argentina, you know, it's funny because it's out here, it's winter, and this week it's supposed to start raining like hell, you know. And today we're going to be watching this match at Purple Harley Night. It's going to be raining too, and it's going to be cold. So, just a coincidence? I don't think so. Besides this very, very bad joke, I promise this is the last one, guys. Yes, how are you, ULFBERHT? Who's been your week?
Very nice. Very nice. I was traveling, so right now I'm in the northern hemisphere. So I escaped from the cold winter, and right now
You
I'm in the
escaped
hot
Latin
summer,
America here?
Philadelphia. hmm
Lucky you. Many people
That
wishes to
that that
leave
shows how
Latin
professional
America.
you are, right? You get into the exact same weather as the game. That shows the commitment, right?
Correct. I think I'm gonna need to refill my bottle of water, you know, before we start
Water.
in 3 minutes. So yeah, as I do this, I'm too lazy to mute myself. So we're going
No
to be
worries.
watching one of the first matches. I believe the first one is actually the OCE versus Vanguardia, Oceanic Ocelots, OOCE, against Vanguardia. And that started an hour ago. And this should be the second or third, maybe second, third at the same time with I don't know what other game. Something like that. So, yes, we start seeing the HCA, the Hell Let Loose Competitive Association here with Chimera versus Syndicate. Comments on teams, ULFBERHT?
Well, these are two teams that in the last tournament in APL they played in Division Two. Chimera fought with BOTN for the first place in the last game of that division. BOTN won all their games and got the final as well. And Syndicate is a team that is very well known, has a long history, but in terms of composition, the players are going through a renewal. So they've been preparing a lot. They gave BOTN a very, very tough match in their Division 2 first week, almost defeating them in the first round. So certainly, Chimera also strengthened as well, a well-known team, but also going through some rearmament, let's call it, through GBI and other reinforcements who are not playing in this tournament. So these are not the same two teams. This is not the same Chimera. This is not the same Syndicate as APL. These are 2.0, let's say. So I'm very, very eager to see what they cooked for this tournament in terms of armor, in terms of um, meat grinders and fraggers. Of course, the map is just recently known to them and the point as well. But let's see in the little time they had what they prepared and how they face the opener for this map, which is going to be crucial, I think, for the rest of the game.
Well, something interesting about this HCA, this season of the HCA, is that all the side on which you're playing the map and the point is being completely randomized, and you will know that 30 minutes prior to the match. So yeah, let's see how all this cooking you mentioned here develops, you know, because I mean, yes, a competitive team is supposed to know as many maps as possible, so in case of something like the HCA is doing here, they can stand on both their feet, not just one, and kind of clearly, you know, if they are standing on one or not. So yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. This season is going to be quite interesting. And are you ready for your match tomorrow?
Well, I'm not ready yet, really, but I'm waiting for it.
Just
If
to
that
let you know,
counts.
just to let you know, I got a co-caster too. It's going to be showing me Papa Bean. I don't know if you know him. He was a here
Yeah.
we go. He was a former the name seven calf member, and he's going to be co-casting with me. So yeah. He's
Our
going to
game
be
tomorrow. Nice.
Yes, we're going to be
Nice.
co-casting your game tomorrow. He's going to be joining a little bit late, he told me. So yeah, Roger.
Roger Squad.
Weird.
Is that
Okay.
Artie? Yeah, that's Artie.
I don't know. So which is the...
They have the logistics icon. So yeah.
Okay, let me do this very short transition. Once I spawn in, I see people doing the nodes already, and yes, hope to see a very good match. I don't know what to say about the points that we're going to be playing tonight, but well, today for Chimera, you know. So yes, we got here Road to Quarantine, Madeline's Farm,
Okay.
well, Quarantine's Causeway, and Jordan Channel, and I don't know. I have the game Spanish. Sorry.
Bloody Bend. Bloody Bend.
Bloody Bend. So yes, let's see how this
It's gonna
develops.
be
You know.
a classical PHL. A classical PHL about for the road, on the road, about the road. Because when the midpoint is one of the flanks, the road is a secondary actor. It's very important, but it becomes a secondary actor. But in this situation where the actual midpoint is on the road, it's gonna be all the entire map is gonna be in play, flank to flank. So it's gonna be extremely important to control both flanking areas. Something interesting is that given that the point and the map are known in 30 minutes before the game, I don't know what you think, but I don't think we're gonna see a lot of preps in terms of snipes. But having
Correctly.
said that, being the midpoint, being the main road,
You kind of know where the enemy is going to go. You know.
there are limited pathways. Exactly, there are limited pathways to go to the road to Quarantine. So I don't know if this is lucky or unlucky. Lucky for the viewer for sure, but maybe unlucky to the players that it's a no prep game, no prep tournament. But in this situation, it kind of can guess the 2 or 3 truck routes that we're gonna see. So let's stay alert for any lucky snipes.
2, 1, and here we go. Patiently waiting here to if I hear something, you know. Or see, who knows, you know. But supplies falling already for both teams. Yes, both teams. Here we go. The first cannon shot. And I think maybe it was the medium or the recon, but what we got here, the main problem for the allies, you know, that turn right there.
Okay, we see the
truck is down.
rounds.
A truck is down already. We have a supply truck here which is empty of people.
If you check the tab to see how many points the killer did. 30.
89 was
okay.
hidden shadows using
someone in artillery.
his
not the artillery player, but someone in artillery squad.
Yes, in my
Puma.
squad using the Puma here.
The
which
Puma got the
is
truck.
unfortunate
The people in the
start
truck.
for
That was very good for
Syndicate.
Chimera. They still don't have. They haven't profited from that kill yet. They are
I
almost
mean,
halfway.
yes,
capped.
they are, because they are always almost halfway
Okay.
cap. Also,
When it
they are
reaches the
already inside
50%,
the
okay, we
point.
can say that progress is steady going on.
Something blows up on the right.
So
Near
80
middle
points
of
means
the
he
map
got
is
8 people, 9
something
people,
like that.
depending
Here
if they're
goes
officers or
that
not.
German truck from Chimera here. So
We see the flanking, a strong flanking by
yeah,
a
we
lot of
got a.
commitment there by
It's
Syndicate.
this is interesting because it's
For
not a
some reason,
straight
they're not
push.
committed on
It's,
the west.
yeah, but look at this. It's not like an.
Okay,
I was
80%
muted
capped.
here. Sorry if you hear me saying but not saying. I was muted in Discord. My bad. Look at this. This is kind of interesting, you know, because it's not a straight push like you tend to see. It's more of a diagonal push here. Look at this. We got people ready for the next cap here, and there we go. The middle point. Current and Crossway goes to Chimera here.
There you
And
go,
basically,
32.
capping this point goes to what we just saw at the start of the match, destroying that track there for the US.
Yeah.
It's such a painful thing, because that's the thing too. You do not have many paths to the midpoint, only this road, which only benefits the Germans, no one else. So it's kind of understandable that Chimera went and won straight the point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit in favor, I agree, it's a little bit in favor of the Axis, because when you check the map, the road to Carrington Causeway is pretty much straight for the Axis, but it has a big curve from west to east on the American side. So that means that the American trucks, the American tanks, basically had to peak slowly and turn slowly, while the German vehicles, the Puma, the medium, they have, as they drive, direct access to the curve. So in terms of those snipes and those improvised snipes on the road, the Axis have a little bit of an advantage, and they profited from that with that tank kill, with that truck kill. We also saw a Stewie going down on the left. And this is typical, what we're seeing in the map and here is typical of PHL. You see islands, right? You see bundles of infantry in Grout Pillbox, in Carrington Causeway, and on Flak on the right. You don't see them in these big open areas. You don't see the clusters because it's dangerous, the water slows you down, no cover. So we're going to see this, we're not going to see the traditional line of infantry, right? Pushing or holding. This is going to be islands in different parts of the map, controlling from these little pockets of hard cover, controlling the area and preventing a big flank or marking vehicles and tanks making a big push. Okay, he's finding a garrison. And they found him. What a bad timing.
Talk to me about bad timing. Damn, boy. That was a nice try, though. That was a nice try, though. But yes, I wanted to point out the position spirit here is right now. It's quite aggressive, you know. It's over here. Quite a good hole. It's quite big, the hole that Chimera has here in his lines, but low path tracker killing him, spirit. So no problems right now, but these three guys, if they push here, might become a small problem, you know, for Chimera lines here, because as I tell you, there's such a big hole here, no one from Chimera protecting this zone, so yeah,
it's also important to remember that this is the PHL with maquillage, right? The updated with makeup, right? This is not the PHL of old times. So the water is a little bit shallower. In the past days, you could basically go submarine You can go as infantry, peek out every 5 seconds, take a breather, and keep going in the water, and they rarely saw you. But nowadays, it's very hard to do that. Very hard to sneak in, like we were seeing that anti-tank player doing. Getting there again is a pain.
Perfect tried and failed to satchel this Stuart here. Sakura, I'm guessing, kills someone at the right of the screen, kills here 7 corp on the left.
Ooh.
Treaty gets out of the the Stuart here, trying to see if they got satchel or repair. One of those two things for sure, repairing.
I don't know if he's 7 core drowned or was shot.
Was shot by Sakura. I believe it's Sakura. Perpy killing some right there, but Sakura killing these two guys here. I did not see the name, sorry.
A very nice.
And
very
OP's
nice push.
gone.
Killed 3 people and an OP. Very well done.
Still able to spawn, Sakura gets killed,
Oh
Kenny
my God.
kills him, gets him, but the OP's
No
gone.
officer.
The
No
officer is
so that OP
nowhere
gone for
to
good.
be found. So this OP, as you say, it's long gone. So
He's a satcheler though. He's an engineer. So that's Dewey. Needs to get a warning from that Sakaria.
careful, because the point is being captured right now by Chimera, by Syndicate here, and not anymore. Some people from Chimera spawned in and stopped the cap. Relentless here, killing third. Yeah, I speak Spanish, sorry. Getting killed by Rotten here, cleaning the backyard of Chimera right now. And be careful, because there is no one right now at current
a little bit thin.
Crossway.
It's a little bit thin.
Yeah, their lines right now.
We see the OP on the right. Keanu, Davy Jones, and the Snowman. They're getting a very close OP in those trees. Where that round landed. So now this is the problem, right? When you get flanked like this, people, Rambo, all these players defending, Graphy, they cannot shoot twice at the same time, right? Either they shoot the road or they shoot the flank, and one of them is gonna crossfire into them. So this is a very interesting development. And this tank is not long-lived, surrounded by enemies. I'll be screaming, what the heck is going on?
I believe this tank is saturated right now. If not by Nova,
right?
there was another AT here.
That's an interesting reverse peek onto the road. You could get an engine very quickly.
It's a dangerous move, let's say.
Oh. Oh.
And
So
well,
the move here is to enter on the red tanker and then do the little loop around the house and show up on the road with the gun right. Instead of entering and showing engine when you peek, the correct way should be like wrapping around.
I mean, I can understand why, because they know the Syndicate players are coming from their east, from their right. So, kinda doing what you're telling here, it's kinda the same, I would say, because you would be giving your ass to the enemy too. That bombardment here.
That bomber. I was screaming. I think they got the Gary.
Gary was long gone before. Yeah, Gary was here at this house here with Lycanon is here right now, and who just got killed by Nova. And
he lost the tank. Bomberman got the tank apparently.
Tank, yes, it seems the tank is gone too. So, kind of unfortunate.
This pressure is very consistent.
Very consistent, and here is what I kind of told you. You know, no one here from Chimera gave them free way basically for this absolutely astonishing flank, which started the capping process. Here Kinu making a set of Legos from the boogeyman here.
Losing that P4 is crucial. Losing that P4 means that now the point could be captured with persistent 2-3 more waves by Syndicate. That cap weight is gone now, and the tank is gone, so now it's open door.
Let me go check, cause I think got a tiger already. No, yes, we do have a tiger here already coming.
We should, yeah.
And this. I wanted to see this. So Syndicate already got a kinda good position, being the first to bring a heavy here, obligating that tiger to not take the main road. So yeah, I'd say Chimera needs to think a little bit on how they are going to do their next moves, because that 76 and the people infiltrating from their east, yes, I'll think a little bit, you know, because we see here they're getting here, they're capping the point right now, so yeah, what can I tell you? Let's check the map real quick. You see this, right? The amount of people we have here. This Stuart here, by the way, this, forgot that, should be dead soon. As I tell you. Went straight for that 76. And as we can see, they are not giving up, basically. Syndicate, it's all for it. They want this point so badly. Let me check something here. Yes, it's going well.
Where's the allied armor? I see the heavy there. That's a 76, I think, next to Tommy.
This is the 76 here.
Okay, very conservative over there.
Meanwhile, the tiger is somewhere over here on the left of the road. Grug's tank here.
A little bit risky. It gets shot from the front. He has a rep station, okay.
Ooh, that's what I thought.
Yeah. I opened my big mouth. Yeah, that rep station is in a bad place. It's preventing the peak. But it's doing its job.
What do I hear? Oh, this supply truck here.
That's a YOLO supply truck?
Kinda, yes, really. So medium tank is here from the Syndicate side. And this is of course a conservative tank, because
yeah, think about conservatism. This one never died from the beginning.
Well, the truck just blew up. The yellow supply trucks here. But yeah, let's check it. Let's check the sides. You know, because the thing going over here, we got a 4v3 over here.
Which explains right the pulse of the game. It explains why Relentless, Keanu, and Trick can actually consistently get close to Pasarela, the Carentan Causeway, right? Because they're winning this flanking 1v1s. So they keep these 4 players busy, and the rest can get close to the point.
Ooh, careful here. Not this. I did not see these two guys flanking.
Wow.
Might be an OP over here. Yes, sure.
These are the OG paratroopers. They landed there from somewhere. Wow, nice OP.
Who's Shorsh? Who's Shorsh? Because this OP is quite good. Shasa. Here, infiltrating still. Gonna say he's the Waymo for Chimera.
He has the Gary up as well.
Because he's playing on this Gary here. Well, we got 2 tanks marked here, which is the 76 here and the M4A3, aka the medium for the allies in this game. So yeah, right now Chimera is starting to lose the point, and Syndicate is getting that capping progress. The thing here is the amount of people, as we were talking. Syndicate does not give up. They keep flooding this point with people and more and more and more people. but Chimera seems to be running out of these people, these players.
I'm
to defend
actually
the
very
point.
surprised that they haven't capped already. I mean, we've seen this flank completely gone for this amazing kills by Relentless. This is both teams playing very conservative with their tanks, so it's all up for the infantry. And in this situation, they're being flanked consistently. So this point should, under normal conditions, continue for the allied team. These tanks are locked in the mini game, like I pen you, you pen me, and I go back and forth while the game happens in the main point. I hate when that happens.
There's a spawn, a massive spawn of Chimera players here, which start defending the point. Point is being recaptured here. Now, let's see how long they can hold this recap, you know. And
artillery is on him. Yeah, artillery is on him. It's spawning on the point right now. Is suicidal for Chimera. It's a little bit of a catch-22. You need to spawn there, but at the same time you spawn and you die. That is a very well-known position, that trench, and artillery is doing an amazing job. You see where Diesel survived? That point needs to be shelled continuously, and then Chimera will probably lose the point. We're gonna see another round landing.
Anti-tank gun there going down. I believe satchel by Frog.
Yeah, this is not a meat grinder. This is a butcher shop.
I can't believe David Jones here. Never mind. I was about to say, I can't believe he's still alive. He was inside this house in the middle of the point, you know, and came here and is still alive. It's interesting. And what did just blow up? A rip station here. Yeah, a little bit lower.
We have a tank convention. We have a tank convention over here.
What's your favorite tank, by the way, since we're here talking about convention tanks? Or tanks convention?
Tiger, for sure.
There. That's a Tiger, I believe. No, that's a Tiger, I believe. Second Tiger is up. I wonder where is the second 76 by the allies right now. So we got one there, and that's a supply truck. They don't seem to have a second 76 yet, which I don't really understand. They were the first one to bring in a heavy tank. You would believe they do have the second heavy tank first, but seems they are not using that, so that's an interesting decision to make. Also, see here, the point got completely recaptured, almost completely recaptured by Chimera players. Trick winning that interchange gone rotten. Trick getting 2 OPs, gets to the Gary here but gets killed by Chimera graphic titles or something like that, I believe. That was unfortunate. Supplies dropping got destroyed right before falling by artillery. Midpoint seems to be stabilized. I believe that's for Malahout OP there. 4 people came in from here. Here it is. Here comes the bombing. Well, that was an allied bombing run. This is a German bombing run which is due to come. Be careful, because here we have an airhead here. It's not from Chimera, it's from Syndicate here.
I love the smoke. The smoke trying to prevent the visibility. And the spawn.
And the airhead is gone. Bombing takes it out.
Took it down. Wow. Unfortunate. That was a good try.
That was
Wow,
actually really
great job.
unfortunate because it wasn't. The airhead started falling quite after the
The bomb
the
landed.
bomb was launched. So if the commander here, who's Mr. Cheesecake, was guessing, he had a very nice guess there. Nice bet, by the way. So I think the main problem Chimera is going to have right now is that OP over there by Formal Hout, what?
Yep.
Or however, sorry.
Formal what? Yeah. Let's call him formal.
Formal, yes, formal.
Look
Like
at
that quite a lot.
Look at the medic. That's a nice use. Medic. That's for the smokes. 100% for the smokes. The smokes. I can bet money on it that he's wearing a pistol and he has sticks.
Yep,
gas,
he has a pistol in his
grenades.
hands. And he died. War crimes here. And I just heard an OP being built over here. Too much smoke. Just in case smoking is not good for your safety, boys. Do not smoke.
Yeah.
Bring shoes. Point is being captured
I
once
don't
again.
see enough satchels on that house, like because we see the Syndicate infantry is consistently making
Here
contact
comes
with that
Nova
ruined building.
with that satchel for
Yeah,
sure.
Nova, for
When I'm
example.
free,
Yeah.
here sits on the floor. Ooh.
There you go. Oh my god, I'm opening my mouth and things are happening. I don't know. I should play lottery tonight. Very good play there. Wiped the entire house. That lucky Gary is still up.
Here comes the Greyhound here. I believe it's going to not...
The Gary is down, I think.
No.
K9 is gonna take it. Put a satchel, bro.
No.
Put a satchel. He
K9
should be hearing it.
I believe Kanan is blocking it right now. Rotten Bob
The Greyhound will take care.
tries 9.
The Greyhound
Gets him
Come on, there's
first.
2 man.
Greyhound is
Oh, no.
gone.
That Greyhound went for a burning OPs, but he should have known that there's a Gary there and splashed the building. Splashed the little hut.
I mean, I believe
That was a misplay.
I believe a little bit more of communication here would have brought that Gary I'm seeing here down. Why? Because
I mean, you die for OPs, but what better prize than an OP that you're getting a Gary, right?
Not,
Getting a Gary down.
not only talking about the Greyhound, I'm talking about the infantry guy that was here. I forgot the name already. That he started to take this this Gary down, but the allied artillery got him. His own allies killed him. So I think that should be a little bit more. I mean, it's all broke down to communication. Good communication would have brought that Gary down. There is nothing more I can say. So bear with me here, because this point, Jordan's channel is being captured right now.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's copying progress.
Airhead here. Be careful, because the midpoint is still on the yes, no, I don't know, maybe yes, who knows?
It's going blue. It's going blue.
Careful.
We have here 4 SLs. This is really, really bad. We have
I'm paying a lot of attention here to the progress bar, because both points are yes, no, I don't know, maybe, yes, no. So both points are falling for their enemies. Right now, Jordan's channel is the first one being captured by the progress. So I believe Chimera is going to do a bet here.
We do not have a bazooka. Okay, bazooka missed. The Panzerfaust missed. So this Dewey might delay a bit the situation. I don't see immediately nothing that could kill him except for a glove with a satchel. Okay, Sturt spawned. I see Sturt coming with a bazooka, but he's very far away. He missed a second shot. So this Dewey is gonna save momentarily the point until Syndicate gets its bearings back on what's going on here. The amount of Chimera plays here, this doesn't bode well.
They saw this Gary. That was a nice try. That fell short. This one fell even shorter, I would say. So they making these guys turn around and give my guy here.
Yeah, commander's down. Ooh, these are nice grenades. These are nice grenades.
Yeah. Bear with me here, because Lennis and Keanu are on this edge. I believe it's an OP here.
Yeah, it has to be.
No
distance. There's no distance with the other Gary then.
Why would you be here?
It got wiped. Yeah.
Probably, because I did not hear anything.
Or it's in the bush. Yeah, this is not very good. And look at the chat, right? Chimera is going all in for filling the attack OPs.
Yeah, the thing is that Syndicate did manage to react to this attack, no? So right now we can see that almost every infantry here that Chimera had, it's almost gone. Their airhead, it's gone already. They still have 3 OPs, which I don't think it's that much to work with. Even less than 49
and they're losing
49.
the gunfights. We see a lot of blue dots dying too. That's also a crucial point.
Kenny managed to get that. Gary believe no, fell short.
No.
Once again.
Yeah, those people couldn't cross
no,
the bridge.
it was for the steward here.
The steward goes down.
I'll have destroyed that Gary, to be honest. This Gary, instead of the steward, because, well, destroying the box we have here with supplies to make another Gary was a nice idea too. So and would have been kind of hard for them to get back here. So yeah, we'll actually destroy that Gary rather than the steward that we have here. And
the danger is gone. That was a very, very, very dangerous push by Chimera, and I don't know what you think, but I don't think they overreacted. I think Syndicate handled that with a steady pulse.
I agree with you, and well, we are where are we right now? Well,
and the frontal push is still up. Yeah.
That's interesting, because they managed to defend all that people from Chimera without destroying completely, at least, their main push. I mean, they are losing the 1v1s right now, but we just saw they had a good amount of people here anyways, so...
This highlights what we were saying earlier, right? That Greyhound with the better intel, it could have taken that Gary down, and that push would have never happened. That danger that we just, the Syndicate survived would have never materialized, because it would have been setting Chimera for a rebuild of the Gary and a defense position. So those momentums of the game are really, really important.
No, my biggest wonder is where the hell is the 76?
Well, somewhere safe, I can guarantee.
I mean,
they're playing very passive.
Or it moved. I don't believe it did move all the way to there. I don't believe it, because last time we checked, it was somewhere over here.
Yeah, but we don't see the cadaver. We don't see the body, right? We don't see the evidence that he died. Maybe died there. Yeah, we're seeing it on the water left side. Turn around, look west to your right now on the water line. Okay, keep going there. At the end, on the right side, there's a 76 destroyed. At the very end. I think they died over here, right? These are tanks.
No, these tanks are not 76.
That's a Greyhound, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Greyhound.
So that 76 survived then. This is an asset?
Yeah, this is a map asset. So yeah, it might be that 76 here. The 76 we have here. I don't
see a second one, right? Yeah, they should have second or maybe third. This is a 49th.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. I do not believe that they do not have a second 76 alive, you know? So yeah,
like, where's Waldo?
Give me a second, I want to check all this just in case. P-strike here, which misses. P-strike there too, which also misses. Damn,
by a lot.
The sing, no? The sing of the commanders here. I just heard a shot here. What is this? Medium. Why are you not bringing a 76?
They're short of fuel. They must be short of fuel. It's a full crew. Butman, Smokes, Heinz, and the third tanker. Couldn't catch the name. That means they're very short on fuel.
Or Bryson or something like that. Heinz. I don't understand why.
I wouldn't stop in the open, but that's me.
Yeah, also that. I wouldn't stop right there unless you got a very, very good shot like, well, he should have, but yes, it's a tiger. What are you expecting to do to him, you know? Oh, I think
this late in the game, if you get a medium, you just be focusing on infantry, right? Not...
Yeah, they shooting... Be careful, tiger is down here.
I think they caught the side of this. That's very well. That's very well done.
And that
I don't
medium,
know if it was a tank.
I believe it was. Just give me a second. But that medium we saw there was shooting this thing which was not rendering for
the hay bale.
So
yeah, I see the marks. So something else. The heavy killed the heavy. I think the 76. Yeah, I played there with the 76. The 76 got a sight on that tiger on the hard cap and got it done. Very well done. Who's this crew?
Chin Han.
KX99. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, that's very good peak over there. KX99.
So it was actually a third tiger, which is already coming out of the HQ too. Once again, we have this tiger here holding on the left side of the map, this tiger here holding on the right side, and this one holding basically the middle of the map, and then Luch. A single crew Luch. Don't know what they do. We also have a Puma.
That map shows a very nice control of the map by Chimera. If you give like a quick second, look at that. That's a very nice position to have in PHL. Of course, there are going to be holes. The map the nature of the map is like that. That's a very nice flare. I think they have it, pretty steady right now. You can still push those Garys a little bit further to the canals and the crossings, but this is a very conservative position, very comfortable position to be in.
Yeah, I would also dare to say that it's quite risky right now, because, I mean, if we check once again this side, Chimera did not manage to repel everyone of... I was about to say Spirit, but no, of Syndicate. So, these people here... Spirit, talking about data transfer and the Snowman, are like the ones avoiding that to happen. Also, these three guys here, Keanu, Trick, Mark Tanks, yeah, these guys are the ones not letting Chimera push those Garys forward, as you say.
Right.
Spirit once again getting infiltrated with quite ease. Low path tracker seems to be trying to find him and dies to Spirit.
Unfortunately, Spirit is a rifleman, so it's not going to be able to satchel anything or get a truck or get an OP down.
Exile finishing the job there, killing Spirit. So just Snowman remaining here. I believe they have an OP here or somewhere over here.
Yeah, this is a very well known for Garys and OPs. Very well known position here.
Oh damn!
Crossfire.
So, well, with that attack that Chimera did, by the way, they managed to end up resetting the whole attack, by Syndicate.
They go to the bridge. Yeah, they pushed them back to the bridge.
They pushed back to the bridge, so... Yeah, they gotta do that job also. Nice flares too.
A little bit overlapping, right? I wouldn't keep them together like that. You can cover the whole area. Just probably they didn't coordinate that, but any player is welcome.
I mean, it's marking here Nova, not Nova, but David Jones here, the very far. But yes, I agree with you. They could have shot one on the right, one on the left, and cover a little bit more area, be more aware of what is going on, but be careful because the point is once again being capped by Chimera. Syndicate, I mean, jeez, so confusing.
If this game continues like this, it's gonna be a mid grind until the final minutes. I mean, relentlessly, Syndicate is with infantry and soft cap alone, contesting and getting cap progress. Meaning Chimera cannot relax. Chimera cannot relax and try to flank. I'm surprised they managed to get that dangerous push on a Bloody Bend. Sorry, on Jordan Canal earlier, because that took a lot of people off the point.
So it seems Syndicate finally decided to agree with us and bring up a second 76.
Yep.
Looking straight on the roll here. Straight into the German HQ.
Using the Belgian gate, the asset Belgian gate as
cover.
Long distance kite. Yep, very smart. A very well known tactic in this map.
But yeah, I don't know what the hell they were shooting at, so yeah.
I think just infantry. I think they're just HAing.
No, they were not splashing here in the point. They were shooting all the way back, and
to the looks maybe the single crew.
Maybe that supply truck here by your commander, Mr. Cheesecake.
Yeah, it's the commander. You're right.
But well, they failed with that task. Also, these tires just leaving the 4 tires, just letting you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I learned to count to 4. I'm proud of
so
myself.
which one is undermanned? Which one has less than 3?
So this one, this has 1. Goose Kid is the only driver.
This is an Uber. This is an Uber. He's driving it up.
Yes, it's going to. I believe this guy is from Grook's unit, because this is the unit that has 2 people only. Well, not only. Yes, only 2. So where are we going? So this 76 is standing here, chilling, just a chill dude, you know, with its repair station.
It's waiting, he's biding his time, he's waiting for the infantry to make progress and then maybe make a push. Kill the tank and then make a push.
I believe
hard
that's
to do
the
anything
play.
Else.
Once again, Spirit getting infiltrated here, but gets killed by low path tracker.
He heard me and he came back with a bazooka, but he got seen by this
low path
SL.
tracker.
Low path tracker.
This is peaceful.
He's on a mission.
Chan. I don't have money to get freeze of using that song. Therefore, you gotta bear with me here. You know, chan. Where is he? Oh, I left him behind here. Chan. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Let's see how deep he can go. Spirit came back with a bazooka. It's like, I know you got me. I put WKM on the server. I know it was you. And he dies again.
Spirit dies once again here on low path cracker's hand. Trick dares to leave the house, the safety of this broken house.
Yeah, he's going the wrong direction, I would say. If you flank, is to go to the canal, right?
The snowman dying here to I think it was Rafiki's with his MG.
Yeah, this guy made it. His mission.
Spirit
So far,
dies once
another
again
oh
and
my God,
dies.
third time in
Low
a
fat
row.
Cracker kills him for the third time in a row, as you say. But data transfer tells him
toss a
no.
grenade.
I would
Toss a
like to
grenade.
remain here with my OP. So
OP's up. OP's up.
data transfer's OP here remains alive, spawning people in. Blue seems to be coming here. Aussie boy too. Let's check out this. Aussie
That
boy
grenade
dies
was
there.
glorious. Do you see that?
That grenade, I believe it was Blue's
It took the
Blue's
OP. It
grenade.
took the OP. Data transfer,
Data
is putting it
transfer
back
building
again.
once again. The OP's built once again.
Great
right
job
there.
staying alive.
Blue
But
dies
this
to
Green
the
Tracers,
snowman.
There's a machine gun who already knows there's something there is keeping them at bay.
Ooh, this tiger is kinda risky, you know?
This tiger got bored. It's like let me deal with the TC and his OP. And if I run into a heavy, all the better.
The
Yeah, I like this brave
tiger
maneuver.
does not
Sometimes
seem to be.
He's behind the behind the hit row.
But what is that 76 doing?
Yep. The spotter is taking a break. He got seen through the bushes. That's
One shot
annoying.
in, the second shot was not.
This is good. This is good. The infantry is smoking this tank. That gave life to that 76. That's a very good move by the infantry.
I mean,
For
no
once,
need because they
smoking the
managed
enemy
to.
tanks.
They managed to pull back before this second shot, so not completely mandatory thanks to those grenades. But here we have David Jones trying to sneak behind
David
the
Jones.
70s.
He might save the heavy.
Misses.
He gets one in the. That was a rushed shot. He should have been shooting right now in the engine, not earlier. That was unnecessary. He could have engined 2 shots in the ass. The 76 is fully repaired. This could be a suicidal push by the heavy. Yep. This tiger is in trouble.
First shot.
No, brother. No, brother, reverse.
Tiger is reversing here. Tiger is holding a position. 76 misses its shot.
Ooh, bye. Now they're both one shot.
Frog is going to satchel the 76 from behind as they pay attention to the front.
You hate to see this.
And,
okay, he's gonna get run over. Brilliant play.
As I was saying, this Tiger here,
I
the
say
76.
In every cast, don't put a satchel in the engine or on the right side. You have to put a satchel on top of a tank or on the left side. In the back, you're gonna get run over. On the right, you're gonna get killed by the crewman jumping out of the tank or rotating.
Careful here. And
There you go.
Tiger
There you go.
misses its opportunity to destroy that 76. 76 takes the
76
Tiger here.
Lives.
Puma tried to kill here the guy that just got down of this 76, but did not.
I
Damn,
would not be in the shoes of either of these tank crews. One in the open, one, being bullied by infantry and a Tiger. Wow,
Yeah, be careful,
that
'cause
was very interesting.
Syndicate here got a little bit of terrain here, you know, chugs and storming, getting pushing forward here, egg spawning, I believe in his own OP. This zone they are right now was just controlled by Chimera, therefore they are doing some progress here. Blue dying to eggs. Here comes the spawn.
Yeah, X is a very
Spirit
sneaky player.
chucks.
He can wait there forever.
Third here. Chucks getting killed by Corrupt here, who managed to escape those bullets there.
Smart. He put a satchel.
And
satchel.
third, no.
Mm-hmm.
This was a very good satchel to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's gonna take probably 2 and a friendly.
Spirit dying here
Okay.
on the hands of Corrupt. Corrupt dying on the hand of Eggs. No, but
X is gonna die to fire if he go into the water now. Yeah, there you go. like a
Such
cartoon.
about to blow off.
Chuck survives because of
The OP does not survive. But yeah, hang on, because there was someone filtrating here. How the fuck you pronounce that?
I call him Seidel.
Sidle, okay. Sounds good to me and good enough. Flanking here. Be careful, because Exile is waiting here with MG42, I believe.
Yeah. He has green
And
dots
Sidle
for him.
dies here.
There you go. Green Tracer's waiting for him. The game stabilized, right? It got a little bit stalled on the same line for the last 10-15 minutes.
Let's return here to the main push once again, because why not, you know?
Airhead falling down.
Airhead falling down by Chimera here. Oh, Dios. Syndicate.
Don't worry, it's late. It's late in the evening.
Where was it?
I think it's gone.
Yeah, I think so. I believe the OP, the airhead here got destroyed. Let's bear here.
Airhead directly on point, says the chat. So they haven't gotten it yet. Maybe it's in the broken building.
Maybe it already is destroyed, just did not reach
A late
the
chat.
communication, you know.
Oh, let's hear. Build the Gary. Emma has a very deep voice.
Gary got destroyed with that bombing here.
That was Perpy. Yeah, they got the airhead. I think Perpy was communicating that.
It probably was communicating that, and also that the Gary was out with that bombardment, as I just told you. Therefore, they had to. Ooh. Bro,
Look
as
at
I
that
tell you,
airhead. Airhead.
but as I tell you,
This
both
is like
the
a
commanders
poker
are
game.
in sync. You know, commanders are completely in sync. But be careful.
It's like
'cause
you,
the midpoint
you raise
is
the
being
bet,
cut.
and I see your airhead, and I raise your bet with another airhead.
Be careful, because as I tell you, midpoint is still being capped by Syndicate here, but the defensive point of Syndicate is also struggling to not collapse. So midpoint is being
both
defended by
progress.
Chimera right now. The Chimera is also progressing, getting some progress in Jordan's channel here. So let's.
We're gonna see another Stewie saving the day, or no? There's no
Who
one
knows?
here.
No, once again, midpoint is being captured by Syndicate. I don't know what to see, you know?
It's back and forth, back and forth. Okay, 2 people. One SL dies. This is not good. Okay, Sturt dies. So Rotten is not gonna get to smoke the OP before the SL spawns again. Fortunately luckily for Syndicate. There you go. Go prone, boys. Go prone.
Midpoint is
Massacre.
completely defended once again. Getting some cap action here by Chimera.
Yeah, that OP is
taking
gone.
Jordan's
OP is
channel.
gone.
OP is gone. Yo mama was here. Yo mama was here.
Camping that
Cleaning.
area like a champ.
Cleaning. Holding
Smart
here.
play.
It
Smart
reminds
play.
me of the story, you know, I believe it was, I don't know, World War II, you know, but I don't remember on what part of the earth that there was this guy that randomly decided to hold the line by himself and Browning MG, something like that. But here comes once again the defending people of Syndicate with this Gary here. Divisions here dying, collapsing. It's Drew. It's dude, bro.
It's dude, bro.
It's dude, bro.
Yeah, not helping.
Yeah.
Like one vowel and 20 consonants.
How hard is to get a name like Treaty here, you know?
They trying to take like your tongue, I think.
I'm going to be eating
so
something else, but yes, I'm
the
not
whole
not
for
saying
now.
it. And seems all this attack once again is not going to progress. Only 3 OPs remaining: Baker, Abel, and Love here. And yeah, Syndicate decided to bring a medium tank this time, not just a Luch, a Stuart. I mean, like the previous Airhead here. And this is the thing with the main thing with Purple Cuddling. You gotta play it with Airheads. You cannot play it frontally speaking, because
but you see a difference, right? The 2 attempts by Syndicate, where Airhead's almost on the point, in a single like eyeballing. Okay, Perpy just made a major move there. I was saying, look at this Tiger too. No, I was saying the difference in the placement of the Airheads. Syndicate tried twice, very close to hardcap, and those rarely if ever stay alive for one spawn or
careful,
any
because the
significant
Tiger is
spawn.
doing pressure here on the point on
Yeah,
Jordan's channel.
This is the and the Airhead that was here is off the point, and what it's meant to do is build momentum, build SLs and OPs, and it's a different philosophy, and I think this is the right way to do it.
Hang on, give me a second. I want to see, because 2 things just exploded over here, and this was.
I saw in chat one heavy American heavy went down.
Yeah, I can't tell you what the explosion here was, and the other was somewhere over here too. No, it was just an AT gun. And I don't see the 76 over here, so I would actually believe that that explosion there might have been it, the 76. Or no, it was destroyed here too.
Yeah. I saw in the chat that said nice skill. Magic said nice skill to Entice, and then Entice said, I'm gonna push, cover me. So they're making, I like this. When you kill a tank, we said it many times, you need to make that kill count. And they're making a push with tanks, either on the road or, as you saw, on the actual Jordan Canal point. Yeah, they're closer. Watch closer to the circle now than before.
Bowhammer here, get infiltrated in the point. Rambo seems to be seeing him and misses his shot. Bowhammer misses his shots too. Rambo is finally.
Wet powder. They have wet powder. Need to get the shovels and the knife, bro. The powder is wet. There's a vehicle here going down. Don't tell me it's another
No, it's
tank.
another AT gun here by Syndicate. Syndicate is some kind of obsessed with ATs, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but so many ATs, and I haven't seen them being used. So
no,
I don't know what's the trade-off. That AT was close by Kenny here.
My impression is that those are built by tankers when they're on the waiting line for fuel, and then when they get a tank, they go back to the tank and they leave them alone. And infantry is now paying attention that they're built or to counter which tank, and then they're killed. They're killed. We saw 2 or 3 already. Killed while they're empty.
That's not good, because being on the queue, because waiting for fuel indicates a very poor management of resources. So I think it's what we were mentioning past week in the last APL match we cast.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's harder in 49s than in 36s because you have one more tank crew, and in this format, really the resources, either the tankers are dying too quickly, they're risking too much, or I don't know, they're mismanaging the fuel somehow. But we have seen consistently the Chimera, the Australian team, always with 3, sometimes 4 tigers up, even being ferried, but active, right? And we haven't seen the equivalent for the allies.
Well, talking about that, HC managed to destroy this tiger here.
That's unfortunate.
By the way,
And in
Donut,
the place he was killed is blocking the road for another vehicle.
Yeah, I would, if I was Syndicate, I would let it rest there, preventing any other tigers without us noticing, you know. But yeah, I was about to tell you that Donut on the chat was saying, why the hell no one is building AT guns, no? Basically, completely the opposite to Syndicate on this match, on what we are seeing here. So yeah, that's interesting. Let me just alt out here 1 second. Wanna check how's the stream going. It's going good, it seems. I think the overhead thing, it's working for the points. So yes, everything is going good. Calls here on a kamikaze mission.
He has a satchel. He has the right loadout. He's under the bridge. Very tricky. Very, very tricky. Yeah, he's right now. He's like, I'm a rock. I'm a rock. I don't move.
So tempted to do what we were doing the other time.
Put a satchel under. Put a satchel under, right? Yeah, I wouldn't be moving. They hear the water. I wouldn't be even rotating.
Only if I heard something behind me, I would rotate.
Yeah. Oh, and he got a kill.
So either you run now or just uncover yourself. Allah Akbar.
Shasa coming in as well.
You sure? It's kinda far yet. Shasa here. But look at this flare, the amount of people, Syndicate people,
Constantly.
you know, concentrated.
Yeah,
on
but
that
it is such a
precise
hard point to push, right? When your point is crossing a bridge, it's so easy to defend. So easy to defend. So here is hard for Chimera if it's not with their airhead, and on the main Dubai bridge is hard for Syndicate to cross. They're trying very valiantly. They know there's a frog under the bridge. The frog is cooked.
And they discovered him because what you just mentioned, he was moving side to side, pointing and everything, and well, water makes sound.
Anti-Cade. Yeah, and killed one guy, yeah. Sometimes it depends on what you want to do, what you're there for. Sometimes you have to hold your trigger, rather be there, wait your moment. Maybe when the danger passes, there's no one there, you can get out of the water and satchel the Gary, and then a push can happen. It depends on what you want to do, and
They be shown here surviving two Aussie boys, such a HC gun, but not surviving to Mr. Cheesecake here. Also, data transfers down to Aussie boy, but Chucks gets him.
Commander went, let me take care of this. He got 2 kills already.
Chucks decides to poke and finds out why you shouldn't.
Yeah, one
Mr.
grenade
Cheesecake getting close
over
here.
the truck, and you get everything.
Jesus, that scared the hell out of me. Suboy, how are you?
My goose. Silly goose.
Goose here.
Good kill there.
Scaring the heck out of me, Jesus. Going to report him. So, well, Keanu here holding 4 guys, and of course he's not Keanu Reeves, therefore he's not John Wick, therefore he's unable to hold 4 people. Corrupt here pokes and sees these 3 guys spawning in a Gary here. Gets 2 of them. Spirit here dies to Diesel. Egg spawn in his own OP. Gets killed by Corrupt here. Exile getting the OP of eggs here. Exile trying to get Lenny's because he's easy.
Lenny's get the G, get Lenny's.
Exile getting on the floor here and gets the Gary. Damn boy. Yeah. Chan 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 chan. So I want to check the map here because look at this. The Gary is gone. We had a Gary here, so
yep.
I wanna check here how bad the situation is. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. Here's Milk is for surely going to flank the whole.
We can
Chimera
clearly say
team.
that's progress on this area by Syndicate, right? They got rid of that holding the bridge. They crossed the bridge. They got rid of the Gary, and this is progress for Syndicate on this flank. If they can hold this, like they're holding Flak on the east, there might be an interesting 22 minutes left front door, basically.
I mean, the progress they had here on this zone at the start of the match that they lost right now.
It was transferred.
Exactly.
It was
transferred to this side of the map.
It's interesting because having Jordan Canal as second point, if I were Syndicate, I would have planned my game in the 30 minutes since you know the map and the points. I would have planned my game, okay, let's push, let's organize the frontal push, and let's organize the flank to support the push from the side where we have the second point, right? But that's not what we saw in the game. We saw the game, a huge commitment by Syndicate on flag side, where they don't have the second point. And I think that might have been a reason why it became so hard for them to actually put the cork on the bottle when they try to cap, because they were back capped twice, right, when they committed too much. In case when you make the flank from Jordan Canal south and then you flank from this side, you're attacking and defending at the same time. Every square inch that you gain, you push them out of your second point, right? But if you commit too hard to the east, you leave Jordan Canal open to airheads, open to tanks crossing, opens to sneaky infantry coming in. And so it's good for Syndicate that now they have kind of given up the east side. They late but good. And I would like to see way more commitment on pillbox, and from pillbox pushing Causeway, right?
I would like to know
with
from
tanks.
where this tiger got destroyed. I'm unable to find a tank position in a way that is able to shoot at this tiger here.
I think he died of boredom. He blew up.
Promise this was the last bad joke here, guys.
Like, can I die and come back with a new tank?
Oh,
we saw at one point that Doc Holiday, remember, on the road, on the curve, on the axis, on the ally side, peeking. Remember that we mentioned the Belgian gate. So that kind of confrontation could have killed that tiger at some point.
I mean, this is a medium tank. This is a. I don't know how fast would this 76 here be able to move from here, somewhere over here, to there, knowing there are two tigers here.
Something we haven't seen. I understand the Americans are a little bit short on fuel, but if you're gonna use the 75 medium, at least smoke these tigers, right? You have a lot of smoke rounds. Smoke them and make a push. Yeah, support the heavies. Not just. I think they've been running around. I haven't seen. Maybe it's my bad, but I haven't seen a lot of interesting
Smoke
use
runs.
of smokes to support like an armor push.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, part of winning in this game is knowing how to use your own stuff.
Yeah, unique stuff. I agree with you. Unique. This is a much safer airhead, right? It's not on the point.
Be
And
careful
the idea is
because
to
here
build
comes the
numbers.
bombardment. Careful because here comes the bombardment, which is right above this.
Oh my.
Never mind.
Oh my.
The
Okay.
grenade
Never mind.
or an HC here,
Oh, grenade.
or artillery something. I don't know. It blew up.
Sucks to be an airhead tonight.
Yeah, but be careful because.
But you know what I mean? Those tigers are very weak from the flank. They're on the road. They could be easily penned from pillbox, for example. If a tank had crossed from Jordan Canal to pillbox south, it would have been able to pen those two tigers on the road or push them back.
Seems Tucker
Another-
is seeing this airhead because he's coming in this direction here. Seems Faded also saw this airhead. They both coming. PP Sweater, who's the commander of. Yeah, what a name. Yeah, what a name.
Yep. What a name.
They all coming on this direction here. They saw this airhead here.
Yeah, Faded will have it. Yeah, you have 60 seconds now. Or, I don't remember, 30 seconds.
Out.
Yeah, don't
dare
dart your own grenade.
Yeah,
There
I
you
would dare
go.
to say, finally, because past airheads, the two last airheads went straight down, and people did manage to spawn in them. So
Heavy satchel, heathens. Oh no. I think he satcheled the tank. Oh, gone.
he did. It was a 76, so great catch by him.
That's so unfortunate. They're low. Yeah, 76 dead. Heathens reporting from the front line. Ah, that's so unfortunate.
So once again we find out why do you have a tank mark here?
Where's this tank turning around? That's
Might have been a tank flanking over here. I don't see anything, not even a ham.
18 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, just by counting tanks that are active, I don't see Syndicate really making this capture possible. They don't have the armor. This armor is waiting in line to push in case capping progress happens.
I mean, here comes what we were talking at the start. Not seeing many heavy tanks active at the same time on the Syndicate side.
Yeah.
I would dare to say that's what doomed them to fail here. Still 17, almost 18 minutes on the clock, so I don't want to say anything, but having these 3 Tigers defending the point makes it so easy for Chimera to defend. Just bring them to the point. You got 9 people actually here because of the multiplier of getting inside the circle, and that's it. And also they cannot get killed frontally speaking by a gun, so I mean not the gun at least. So
Not a bazooka, yeah.
not even frontally with a bazooka. So yeah, I would dare to say that right now the match is sealed and it's going for Chimera. The victory is going for Chimera.
Yeah, it seems so. Unless something, you know, we're talking about airheads. Who knows? Maybe there is that airhead that makes it with the right combination of factors, and you satchel. Oh, this is satchel as well.
I'm the only one
But
facing.
it has
Boom!
to be a Hail Mary. It will have to be a Hail Mary at this point. There's very little time.
So something shot one of the Tigers here.
Yeah, I think IT gun. That's a very fast rate of fire. That's another thing.
No, it's coming from
Probably
there.
Chimera
left.
doesn't know there are mediums on the map, so they're showing side, and you can die 2 shots on the side to this medium if you're not careful.
Yep.
So the typical kiting on the side, if you know someone satchel the heavy and the other one is a medium,
Careful, because the point is being captured right now by Syndicate here. We have 3 guys here, Kofu, Fullhammer, Sinus, who's just died here to the hands of Glove. Sins here remaining alive here, laying on the floor. Mysterio getting someone here, dies to, I don't know, natural causes, because Spef, I believe it was Spef then.
Heart attack. He died of a heart attack.
Did I ask? So mean. But dies here, I forgot the name. Sins. Yeah, was laying here that survived, I don't know how, dies here too. Damn, boy, this is all or nothing by Syndicate right now.
And if they had tanks, this would be the time to push. Smokes
exactly.
And push.
But as I tell you, just having these 3 tigers makes it just
Chimera Commander just texted max vehicles.
Damn,
that's a nice situation to be in.
Well, here you can see the flare, you know, the amount of allies and enemies here. And well, I mean, these tigers and Panzer IV made the whole
it's interesting. The only one,
and
it's the medium. Only one is guarding the actual road. The actual road, like a line, is only the medium Panzer IV. The tigers are distracted, shelling HE on the sides.
I mean, you don't need anything else right now, because this Panzer IV can take on whatever it's coming, because a 76 is going to take a while, and also it's going to be the medium tank taking on the medium tank. So
I cannot believe they don't have the fuel for heavies. I cannot understand how.
So yeah, they are not going to be needing completely a heavy tank, a tiger on the mid road. So back here, tigers here, chimeras here.
It should be reframed like Tigers Canal or something. This is just, look at the obscene amount of tanks by Chimera on the point. They're not even repping, bro. That one is tracked or hull, I don't know. It has smokes on the tracks and the turret, and it's not even repping. You hear Ricks.
I believe it's the medium on medium fight right now.
Yeah, Doc Holiday
this
is
medium,
like,
it's hit. Ooh, that was just short. That was a very good shot by the medium tank there, but it did not connect. Medium here manages to cover itself.
Is that a truck or a tank? Oh my, this is funny.
Groovy here.
This is a great use of flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are for canals and trenches. This is awesome, awesome. I'd like to see this play. Very well done. Making good use of the extended range and in the right part of the map. I love to see that.
Usually when you see a flamethrower, it's not being properly used, but used as, I don't know, a mocking, you know? When you are completely above your enemy, destroying them, you start using it to mock them, to say like, you should suck. But in this case, it was a proper use. It was, I mean, it was not a mock, but actually proper use of a flamethrower in a HLL match. How long unable to see that, you know? It's the first time in a long while I see
proper tactical use of the flamethrower. And then 1-2 lives, and then you don't need to be in that role forever. Oh, he's back, Really smart play.
Roofy here decides to bring it back once again. Goes
look at
one.
That. Look at that.
There goes
and you
two.
Don't need to see, you don't need to even see them. You know they're there, and you just arch it so the flames fall into the. Oh, he's alive. This motherfucker is covered in.
He's going to die for sure because infections, but I mean,
First degree
still a
burns.
soldier. Still a soldier. Foe hammer here, resisting the fire. Literally 2 hell and back. I don't know if you like Sabaton, you know. Band.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't like it, but I know what it is. I have a friend who is a fan.
Says go through away.
Another tank goes
Where no
down.
soldiers sleep and the hell 6 feet deep. Qué buena canción, loco. Escúchatela, 2 hell and back. What is that? A 76 maybe? Careful
Yes,
here,
there was a
I
76 pushing out of top HQ, top right HQ.
Bowhammer trying to get Grug here, and then let me go real quick here because I want to see what is this. Yes, it's a 76 here
The open. What's going on?
in the open once again. So I out there to say that this match was a death sentence for Syndicate due to an improper use of tanks. I don't know if you agree with me here, because yeah, proper handling using tanks in the wide open, completely exposed, and not using the, let's say this way, right tanks. Yeah, I don't know what.
I think we saw Syndicate today with the armor was a. I mean, I have some good friends. Doc Holiday is a friend of mine. I don't want to, I don't want to criticize them, but I think as a team, armor for Syndicate tonight was not on par with the map. They tried either too passively in the back, shelling infantry, and then as we see him getting satchelled, you hate to see this. At least he's following my recommendation. He's doing on the left.
Well, he's bandaging himself right now. Oh no, Satchel is on the left by Perpy here. Both get killed, but 9 dice.
Yeah, nice. Like, don't move. Let me get it out. No, but we were saying like armor never used the sides to shoot vehicles on the road. In Purple Heart Lane, is a death sentence in the books on theory if you take the main road as armor. But we've seen Axis exploit the road and this alternative side roads on the left and right of the main road at its pleasure the whole game without being contested. So I don't want to say the right way, but the really smart way of confronting with that tactic is flanking. A tank in pillbox would have eaten this tiger, for example. Right now, this tiger is completely exposed on the left. And there's no tiger in Jordan Canal or pillbox.
Got 276 here.
Shooting at
Got 276 here.
Yeah, but you know my point. They're trying to use the road again. And this is 8 minutes. This is too late. I hope it works for them, but this is rather late. They have 3 tigers. You have 2. They have 3.
Panzer IV going down there.
P4 down, yeah, but you could do that with 1.
Tiger managed to get that shot on one of those 2 heavies. Maybe he's going to try to get the second one. Both pulling back would mean that Syndicate will have to retreat. Seems they are expecting a bounce by the Syndicate tankers here. Careful, because everyone pokes. This 76 gets shot on the face.
Yeah,
Pulls back.
This 76 is going down.
No, both tanks pull back. And no, Syndicate
Tiger didn't
manages.
Stay. Tiger should have stayed. Yeah. Tiger
I agree.
First.
Tiger should have stayed. But yes.
Not only that, you have a spare tank in the back. You have.
I mean, I understand
that one.
I mean, I understand them not taking the risk, because if this one kept pulling forward to try to get the second shot, the 76 that already backed up to repair would have been able to come back at any moment and take the final shot. So I understand why.
But let's say you stay and you kill the 76 and then your tiger dies. You trade it 1 for 1. It's in the benefit of Chimera at this point of the game.
Basically, in that case I do agree. But as I told you, if the 76 was able to repair and come back, it would have not been able to take any tank down. So would have balance the tank game here on a 2-on-2. Be careful because this engagement is still going. Tiger gets shot first.
Yeah, this is why I didn't like the reverse by the Tiger, because now you cannot peek. Now both are repaired. Both 76s are repaired, and you don't have the road. This is good for Syndicate, but again, it's road play, and this sucks for this map. Playing tanks on this road is bad strategy.
I mean, Syndicate. I mean, Chimera Tiger here was able to pull in. Because those 276s were looking at this P4 that they managed to destroy on a 2-shot.
Yeah, it was a decoy, I think.
I do believe it was a decoy.
Something
Medium
blew
here
up, though.
decided to... Yeah, I saw something blow up over here.
Medium is head on with a Tiger.
Yeah, I think it just blew up. It did.
It just blew up. Yeah.
Medium just blew up, and I don't know what blew here.
It didn't use the smokes properly. I think it shot... No smokes. Is that a smoke from the tank? Maybe.
No. This is not smoke from the tank. This is smoke from grenades. No, grenades.
Oh, it's dark. It's dark. That's grenades. You're right. That's unfortunate.
Or here come both 76s.
Yeah. With the one in the front has an NG.
One in the back.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, you don't do this. You don't do this push on the road with 2, 3, or 70 heavies. The 70 are gonna die one by one. What a
shot! What a shot!
Yeah. But you know what I mean. You're trapped. You have no kite, no escape.
What? How that did not hit the tank? I mean. Ooh, bounce here on the turret.
Lucky. Yeah, he hit the carcass. Oh my god. Yeah, they're down. They're gone.
Yeah. 76. Both 76 gone.
I hate to be right, but yeah, that's not the right play. It's not the right play. It's not the right play when it's 3 minutes. It's not the right play when it's 90 minutes.
I have to agree with you. What did blow up here by one of the Tigers was an 8C gun.
You know how many times I've made that mistake? You know how many times I've made the same mistake to learn until I learned that doesn't work on this map. An AT gun from the bottom of the HQ by axis can control any tank pushing like this. They happen not to have it, but an AT gun prepped next to the repair station on the road can stop anyone crossing the bridge on Dubai Bridge.
3 MGs.
Unfortunate to see.
Jeez. This is ear rape.
Rafiki is like collecting teeth.
Basically. Ooh, damn! What a rocket over there by David Jones, I believe.
Yeah, now it's open season. Now the Tigers go and hunt. Now they have no pants. The Tigers go without pants.
25 seconds on the clock before this is match for Chimera here. This Tiger is here to tell you you lost your opportunity, you misused your tanks, therefore we prevail here on this point. Quite an interesting match, to be honest. I did enjoy it. It was kind of interesting trying to see how both teams were kind of on sync, at least the commanders. Airhead here, airhead there, P-strike here, P-strike there, bombing here, bombing there. Kind of fun, but yes.
It's like a poker game, I told you. They were racing the bets, racing each other's bets, and Chimera got the poker at the end. Got the better hand.
Minute 42 on the clock. This match is for Chimera here. What an absolutely lovely match here we should witness. And congratulations to the winning team, Chimera in this case. That Tiger kept pushing and pushing and pushing.
Yep. We have the TC trying to like get out of the tank and fight me. Let's knife and shovel.
KX99. Oh, the camera here. Strong hands.
Strong abs. Strong
Yes.
abs. Yeah,
Strong abs,
core.
strong.
It's repairing the enemy tank. This is hilarious. It doesn't work, but it's hilarious. He's like Brad Pitt with a strong ab core. Doing a plank.
This could easily beat Tom Cruise, you know, on a Mission Impossible movie or film.
That's funny. Yeah, he could be jumping on the barrel and trying to annoy the movement of the turret.
And
he
got killed by the other tiger here.
Yeah, the other
Sad.
tiger with no sense of humor kills him. Boring.
Here comes
B-strike here.
B-strike here.
Nice. They got a repair
What a
station,
match. Nothing
It
to
was interesting. It was back and forth. It was back and forth. There were two key moments where Syndicate put a lot of pressure on Chimera, and then Chimera returned the favor almost right away with a punch on Jordan Canal.
Gonna mute here the music. Let's check a little bit the stats, you know. I mean, comparing them firsthand, I hear it's not that far between them, you know. I mean, the tanks, you can see they prevail quite a lot, quite strong.
3.5k.
This is not easy to do in a com match. You don't see tanks doing this amount of points easily in com matches.
And Purple Heartland is very, very important to have solid tank performance. It opens a lot of spaces, a lot of roads. Yeah, another tank 3.3. Lekion.
Cooler here, who was the artillery man. Look at this tank.
3.7. Oh my god. Red 60. Oh my god. MVP of the match. That's the tank that was pushing at the very end with the enemy repping.
Basically.
Very good. Very good.
Very, very good tanks. The song, forgot. The 1 minute, forgot about the ads. Well, just in case ads are not my fault, this is a co-joined channel with a friend of mine who was streaming races tonight too. I was like, no, fuck you, I'm streaming, not you. But he was streaming
races, like car races.
Yes, I want to be a racist when I'm old.
Yeah, I understood something. It's like he probably means car racings, not
racing.
Being racist.
I mean,
racing.
He was streaming races, and running cars. You know, damn. But yeah, let's swap here to this screen here, and yeah, what a match. Gonna go ask if.
Yeah, that message I sent you is old.
Yeah, when you are using
one
OBS,
monitor.
when you're using not only that, but when you're using OBS, it automatically switches off all Discord notifications. So yes, sorry. I mean, if he wants to come now, ask him. I got no problem. Yes, sorry, my bad. Yes, he can join. That's the answer I'm giving you right now. But yes, what a match, to be honest. And yes, I was telling.
The good thing about the format is that they're not eliminated yet. They have a chance. I think the first three, if I understood correctly, the format, the first three in the group of four,
Let me check.
go on to the next leg, right? So losing the first game is not terrible. The objective is not to end last in your group. It's group C, I think. I don't remember the letter. 1 second. It's group C. So tomorrow we're gonna see Valkyrie KRT, the Alliance VLK and KRT versus the other Alliance BOTN.
Why is not
Baddies of the
loading?
North.
Well, I mean,
It's half loading.
They firstly said that the group.
I saw that.
What was that? casting.
Nice. I just saw that. Do I sound that bad?
I think I gotta show this. Got my whole screen here. No. This is awesome.
I swear to God, I have no microphone filters, so I don't know how they're hearing me. Maybe it's Toasty's.
I don't know. Let's check
own
the
software.
stream. Exile getting on the floor here and gets the Gary. Damn boy. You're a bit low, by the way.
¿Ya cortaste? No.
No.
Ah, okay. So we're still on.
Yeah, we're still on.
I want to check the map. Okay, now.
Look at this. The Gary gone.
No, Toasty, he's a friend.
So, yeah, I wanna check here how bad the situation is. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. Here's Milk is for surely going to flank the whole.
We can clearly
Chimera
say
team.
there's progress on this area by Syndicate, right? They got rid of that holding the bridge. They crossed.
It's a little
Or
bit.
it has an echo. It has an echo.
Yeah, small echo. I don't know why. Gonna have to check here later then.
There might be an interesting 22 minutes left.
But yes, that was a very good meme. Just in case, if you are in the HCA Discord, you have it in the HCA chat. A very good meme by Toasty. Very mercy.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
That was not intended. That was not intended. That was not. I hate when people use those voice.
Just in case, I'm getting deafened
like
by him right now. Getting deafened
audio modifier
by ULFBERHT. So I don't know why he's that low on the stream.
Could be. I mean, it's the same microphone I use every time. Let me see from my end. I can change the voice audio. No,
but yeah, I'm gonna go quickly ask the guys if they want to. A
little interview.
Just in case, so as we wait here, I'm going to give you, as always, a little bit of metro music, because it sounds good, let's be honest. And yes, once again, about the ads, I don't manage that. I should stream here on this channel. It's not completely mine, so yeah, sorry. Not my channel at the end of the day. So, well, anything to say before we leave it to the music?
No, with echo, right? Say no 3 times.
Well, there we have some Stalker Metro music, so see you in a while once I get an answer. So, be right back. So yes, such an abrupt close here in music. And let me check here. Bear with me here 1 second. Copy this here. I'm gonna paste this here. I'm going to rob something from APL. Because yes, it was here. This one. Should be good.
SYN.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why.
well,
Yeah, I got
There
mixed
you
up,
go.
but sorry. So, who are you, mate?
I'm Syndicate. I'm one of the comp leads. Help with strategy and IGLing.
I meant how, not who, but yes, it also works.
Ow.
The accent is the accent.
Yeah, lo siento.
No worries. I don't remember. I think you were here Ulford too when we were doing an interview with someone, and I asked the same question, and he was like, "Who or how?" You know? Oh, it was the SPT
Yeah.
versus MS. It was the SPT versus
Yeah,
MS. I
yeah.
think it
Yeah,
was
we had a long
Flig.
interview.
It was Flig.
Yes. Yes.
But-
exactly.
But yes. Well, let's start with the beginning. If you are good with that. How did you see the match? I mean, was as expected? Did you expect? I mean, when you got told what was the map, which side you were playing, which was the point? Because yes, you got that info 30 minutes prior of the match, so that's very shitty to be honest. But how did you see the match once you got that information? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty excited to see Purple Heart Lane a little bit. It's a non-meta map, so not a lot of preps done into it usually, but Allies is always a tough side on Purple Heart Lane, so we were kind of expecting to lose opener a little bit just because of the map and point, but overall just excited to get playing.
I mean, I completely agree with you. When you're playing as allies in these matches, in this map, and no prep, to be honest, I mean, we saw at the beginning that you were shot. One of your trucks was shot in the main road, going straight to the point, and well, as you told here, it was expected to lose the main point because you also have to cross that bridge, which is separated by this quite short, thin river here, but still quite deep, so it's kind of hard to cross it with just your feet under it, not above that simple bridge. So yeah, I agree and I understand you when you say this. But yeah, just one question here that we were seeing with ULFBERHT. Did you notice the synchrony that your commander and the Chimera commander had?
Cheesecake?
Yeah, Mr. Cheesecake in the Chimera side. Did you see it? Because it literally was you threw an airhead, and immediately there was another airhead by Chimera behind you. Or they sent a bomb. Your commander sent a bombardment, and then immediately after started falling the Chimera bombardment. I don't know if you noticed that small game you had there, both commanders.
Yeah. We definitely did notice it a few times. It's pretty common for timings to be like in synchronous with each other. So like if we have a bombing run, the other team probably has a bombing run too if they bombed around the same time. So yeah, we did notice it a little bit. We were pretty aware of the airheads as well. I know Chimera is a pretty good team, so shout out to those guys. They play hard. But yeah, we were pretty aware of the airhead and the airhead situations, and I think we handled all of them in a timely manner. So
Yeah. We were talking during the stream that it was moments of that synchronicity that were very scary for both of you. I remember Chimera. They reverted a situation where you guys were capping a midpoint, if I remember correctly, almost 50% or more, and they turned it around. and not 5 minutes after that or 3 minutes after that, they almost capped your second, Jordan Canal, without an airhead. I think it was like one OP led to another OP. There were 3 OPs. We saw 4 officers. We saw a Gary a little bit south, and the Stewie kind of came and saved the situation. And we were saying in the chat, in the conversation, that you guys didn't overreact. You guys acted very cool and dealt with that situation very quickly. And then after that, I agree, you guys handled those air hits much better than that early. But which moment in the game you thought was very close, either for you or for them to make a point change? Where there was any moment in the game where you thought, okay, this we can cap, or this is really troubling for us? Is any of those critical moments that you felt, or it was pretty balanced fight over middle? How you guys experienced it?
There were definitely like moments of scare, right? Like that you're talking about, where Chimera did a really great job of pushing our back point. But we have a lot of trust in our defense. Our defense plays a really critical role for our team, and they do a really good job of calculating how many people or how many possible enemies are behind us. Right. So they're really good at that math. They know the numbers pretty well. So we can adjust how many people go back and play defense, and we don't have to overreact, right? So that's a pretty big thing for us. We do a really good job of calculating that, and actually like giving a proportional response, I think is a good word. Right. On the flip side of that, I think we did a really great job of pushing their point a few times. I made a pretty big push and killed, I think, 5 or 6 outposts as well as a garrison on their middle point. And I think we should have capped there, but that's okay. Lessons to learn. But yeah, I think this is a pretty even matchup. Depending on what map and mode we're on, it's going to go to whoever's favored to cap mid between us and Chimera.
I remember we were, I don't know if we caught all 5 OPs, but at one moment we were saying we were impressed at how measured was the response to that early cap progression on Jordan Canal, and how at the same time the frontal push on their mid never wavered, and we were very impressed about that. And it was a coincidence. We are known for bad puns, but it was a coincidence. We were saying, "Oh my God, Syndicate is relentless," and then you showed up in the square probably after burning 4 or 3 of those OPs, and I think we caught 2 of those OPs. It was that is something we've been talking about when we casted 36s, Division 3, Division 4 from APL. We were mentioning many times in different games how this is the mark of a good team, right? Like a seasoned, strong team, knowing just what you were mentioning, knowing how to calculate, how to move people through OPs, how many people is enough, not to overreact, and how to not to gift the front line for maybe like a mini crisis or mini panic on a flank. So that I think Syndicate did a great job as a team, showing that, regardless of the point. I want to ask you another point. You said at the beginning when Formis asked you that you guys went, if I misheard, correct me, I heard that you guys were not surprised, that you actually saw it with good eyes that you got PHL, or I misheard that?
I mean, we weren't upset. It's PHL. We do have some maps that we obviously don't want to play, just because of our prep and whatnot. But we do have some pretty good prep on PHL,
this one.
And we knew that going into it. I mean, if that truck didn't get sniped, I actually have pretty good confidence that we might have capped midpoint. And we held out east for the majority of the time too. So
that's nice to hear, because we were saying that it's a very tough map to play. It's a grind. It's waves and waves and waves. And we saw certainly that at the beginning you guys pushed in a coordinated way, pushed very hard on the eastern flank, and you guys made a lot of gains there. And for probably the first 30, 40 minutes, you guys had, I think you were playing there as well, right? You guys had access from that eastern flank onto almost to the circle. So apart from the frontal push, you guys had access through the trenches and through the ruined houses, and that was good to see. And then that later was changed, I think, in the game. And you guys, when you got almost capped on Jordan Canal, there was a perceived, at least from our point of view, like a different concentration of forces, and you started pushing more from the front and from the west. I don't know if that was planned or that was just like part of the battle and how one gets caught by the dynamic there. But we certainly saw you guys, both teams, well prepped and experienced more than prepped. We realized that you guys had experience in this map, and both teams felt confident in the way the guys were pushing, and the constant pressure on the midpoint, I think, is the most the biggest takeaway. I think you guys were able to keep it even to the last minutes. Unfortunate with the last push on the tanks in the road that we were criticizing on the cast, but it is a complicated map, and I think you guys did a very, very good job keeping your chances up to the last minute.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, our team is kind of like an emu, right? We're adaptable, pretty resilient, right? We're able to cover ground pretty quickly. I mean, those things are pretty fast, right? They live in Australia, so they can handle like tough conditions. So we are like an emu. We try our best, and we just we try to push, we try to hold. Yeah, we made a consolidated effort at the end to try to cap the point. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Shout out to Chimera. Good job with your tanks. I'm going to give them props where props are due. So yeah, we're kind of like an emu. We just got to be adaptable, resilient, cover ground quickly, and make sure we can capitalize on as much as possible.
Well, here I got a question before ULFBERHT keeps talking, and talking and talking. But about your tanks, I don't know how much are you into your tank units in your clan, but something we saw since the early stage, you got the first heavy tank, but instead of getting a second one, you kept bringing a medium or a Stuart or a Greyhound, and once that medium died, you did not bring a second 76. You kept bringing a medium, light, or recon. Why? Was that a prepared play or something like that? Because we were saying when you finally got two heavy tanks, which was at the very, very end, it was like too late to try to get a push on the main road with tanks, because it was 5 minutes remaining on the clock. So did something happen there on the tank, or
I would have to look at it, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm sure our tank crews were playing the available natural spawn tanks, if I'm being honest with you, but without actually knowing, I couldn't answer that confidently.
Yeah, no worries. I did not know if you could answer, but it's just in case, because that's something we point out many times. So maybe it can help you guys get better. Because I don't know how was your fuel economy. That's other thing that we were mentioning. Not only fuel, but the other resources. Maybe a factor over there was messing with that. So yeah, that would be nice to know. But well, it's okay. You can answer that. You just mentioned that. But yeah, I don't know if you want to comment us on the amount of people you had on your attacks. Once you were able to cross the bridge right before Carrington's Crossway. How did you manage to get that many people? I mean, because
it's a lot of good shooting. That's how it is. Our SLs are pretty good too. We put a lot of faith into our squad leaders. They know what they need to do, whether it's managing their outposts or running back for a garrison. We also put a lot of importance on holding key sectors. So we know that we can't lose certain areas of maps, and obviously that front door area is a huge area if you want even a chance at camping or capping Carrington Casway. So it's huge. We played for it. I think we held it the whole time. I don't think we ever lost it. So yeah, pretty proud of the team for doing that.
I agree. It was quite pleasant to see when you were able to do that. I was also mentioning a very good play at the start when Heroes was mentioning you people managed to infiltrate, at least in the first 30 minutes, on the east side of the map, your left. You were able to capitalize on a mistake by Chimera, leaving such a massive hole in their line. So congratulations on that. That shows that you know how to play, because not many teams see this or know how to capitalize on these errors by the enemy. So yeah, a fairly good play by Chimera here, and well, hope you win next match.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for having me. Hopefully you guys like my emu comment. Happy you guys casted us, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night.
See you,
Thank
mate.
you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good
hasta
night, you
luego.
too.
Ciao.
Hasta luego. Ciao, ciao. Next time we do it in Spanish. Is a deal.
We better do. We better do. So I'm going to stop rolling right now to APL, and I don't know if we should stay a little bit longer because we had the Chimera guys said they were doing a talk right now after the, I don't know what he exactly means by RL. I don't know if you know. But
Real life stuff. Real life.
Probably is that too. So, yeah, forgot. It's like it's 1 a.m. here plus 14 hours. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock on the afternoon. In the afternoon there. So yeah, they doing things. So I think we're going to leave it here. I think I'm going to leave it here.
That's good.
So yeah, it would have been nice to have their point of view, but yeah, it's they doing things. I don't know how it works there because you know in Spain, for example, the family day is Saturday. It's not Sunday. It's like why, why? Yeah, I don't know
Sunday
if
morning.
yeah, I don't know if in the if the Aussies or Kiwis have that too. That it's the Sunday, the family day, or they have plans in general. So, because I also agree that you are not sending anyone to talk. I mean, you are sending a high rank or someone that it's not going to hurt the reputation of your team. Maybe I'll do that to be honest. So yeah,
you don't send someone with a big mouth. Yes.
I mean, I don't mind. But yeah,
you want drama. You want drama to have a lot of clips.
Of course. I mean, clips and drama gives money. I need money. I have Patreon just in case.
you need money for the second monitor.
Yeah, fun fact. We talking about again the thing here, the ads, the announcements. We managed to get already. I don't remember it. Something like $28 or so in the complete channel life, not just in a month or so. Look,
so you're getting closer.
I won
nice.
$4.87 this last month. I'm amazing. What can I tell you?
I'm getting there. You're getting rich at our expense.
Unfortunately,
Shameless.
We need minimum of $50 to be able to withdraw this amount of money. Also, that money in the $50 is going to include the small take, the Twitch takes, and then taxes. So yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe not next year, next decade. Next decade for real. So yeah, I got Patreon, guys. You should check it out. I'm not posting anything there. Just pay. It's for real. If you check, it's like that. Nothing here,
Next time we have to pay to use Twitch. Next time.
Yes. But anyways, I'm leaving it here. Anything to say, Ulfbert, before we head down? Head out, I mean. Fair enough. I completely understand and I agree with you. I feel you, Ulfbert. That touched my heart completely. So
the silence, the sound of silence.
Nice song, very nice song, by the way. Sound of Silence. But yes, see ya, boys, on the next one, which is going to be tomorrow in 14 hours. 14 hours. I'm going to be casting this moron here, that is co-casting me against I forgot the name. It's Rusky and the European Clan, and I don't know. Let's be honest, I don't know.
VLK Alliance. versus
Whatever.
BOTN.
Whatever versus BOTN. So, see you around, boys. Thanks for watching tonight. Bye. Nice match. To be honest, I did really enjoy it.